Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 7 of our Hyperion progression series. Just wanted to start off with the video based off of how fast I did Lotus and Damien. I figured I'd give a try at Helgolics, and I did it not really part of the video. I kind of just recorded myself doing it on the side and just wanted to see if I could clear the boss. And just based off of my consumables, you can see it took me about 10 minutes or so to clear Helgolics. I'll just put a clip of me clearing it here. We didn't get anything, but being able to clear the Hell version of it is really convenient because you get so much more coins. I think it goes from 20 to 30 coins per day, so it's a pretty big increase in the coins, so we can get our gear a little bit faster. Other than that, not really has come by regarding this character, and I'm just about to do my Esfera prequest, so I'm gonna go off and do that real quick, and then we'll claim our level 235 Hyperburning rewards, and yeah, we'll get on with today's things. I have a few things in mind that I need to get done on this character. Honestly, a lot of it is Legion related, but yeah, I'll talk you guys through what I had in mind. So I'll see you guys in a little bit when I finish the prequest. With the Esfera prequest done, we can go ahead and claim our level 235 rewards. From this we get a level 5 symbol of course, and we get 2 experience node stones. Now in the previous part, I think I claimed the experience node stones and put them into my aura scythe. That was because I thought it would give me the most damage to node investment at the time, but now that I know that I can clear both Lotus and Damien, I don't really need to have more levels into aura scythe, so I'm going to put them into holy symbol instead. This way the holy symbol will give me more XP when I train and also more chance of drop rates. And we love our drop rates on early characters. Now it's at level 14. And to wrap things up regarding Esfera, we have these arcane symbol selectors that we got from doing Yum Yum and Reverse City. We can put these into our Esfera symbol so that it can catch up a little bit from level 5. With all those enhanced, let's see where our Esfera one gets to. And there we go. It's pretty much caught up with the rest of our symbols pretty nicely. And we will just slowly get these leveled up as per usual. So for now, I think it's a good time to stop focusing on the main a little bit. The main milestone that I was going for in the recent times was for Lotus and Damien, and now we know for sure that we can clear both those bosses. And the jump from Lotus and Damien to the next one, which is Easy Lucid, is still quite a big one. We are really reliant on upgrading our items and getting some links and legions set up. So I think this is a good time to kind of come back to making more link skills, and the one I'm going to make now is going to be Hyperion. Hyperion gives us a link skill that gives IED and also damage when training. So it is a pretty good multi-purpose link skill. Being able to train faster helps us make our later mules and also train in better areas on our main. And of course the IED is really fantastic for bossing. So I think it's a no-brainer. I'm going to start off by just going with this Hyperion, and we'll try to get it to at least level 70, and depending on how I feel, I might try to push it to 120 in this session, but it might be kind of difficult because I don't have the level 1 to 100 event for this character, so we'll just see how it goes. I'll just go along with the Hyperion. Outside of the Hyperion, another link skill that I've been working on has been my Kana. I did a little bit of this on stream a few days ago. I'll just put a little clip of me just training my Kana on stream. And I think on stream I got it to like level 40 or something like that. And then I decided to push it all the way to level 100. Compared to the Hyperion, I felt like Kana's training was a lot easier. So I didn't have too much trouble getting it to level 100. And I had some spare EXP coupons I wasn't afraid to use on this character. Kana gives a pretty good link skill. It gives us 5% damage, I believe, and then at the level 2 link skill it gives us 10% damage. So it's a fantastic training skill and also a really strong bossing skill. Like I said, I did want to aim for some skills that are multi-purpose, so then it can help me train my later mules for my Legion later, but also gives me a boost when I'm trying to do my bossing. So we just had a weekly reset for the Identisk event, which means that we currently have the food storehouse again, and it is time to pick between one of our 2 mules to go into the food storehouse. And I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Luminous because I felt that Lumi had a better time training outside of the Identisk event. But at the end of the day, I do want both of them to be level 200. And I'm going to talk you guys through what I'm going to do when these guys hit level 200. As soon as they hit level 200, I'm going to be using these Identisk EXP coupons. And these are the ones we got from the Otter game that we do, the Aqua Adventure minigame. I found out the most efficient way to use these coupons is to get each of them to 206. And then we'll use the Identisk Growth Potion Selector coupons. We'll get the 8 level 200 to 209 potions, and then we'll split them 4 and 4 between the 2 mules. And then that way we'll have 2 characters that are level 210, which will complete 2 of our level 3 link skills. And the great thing too about those characters is that their Legion grid bonuses are actually relevant to me. The Demon Avenger, of course, I mentioned is boss damage, which is super good. And then the Luminous is int, so that's just a bit of extra damage. So I'm going to go on to the Luminous, I think, and I'm going to go do the Identisk Food Storehouse and then train it up and see how far we can get it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. There we go, we finally finished up training the character to 199. I originally was just gonna wait for the Identisk Food Storehouse to reset, but I realized that my Lumi has a lot better time training than my Demon Avenger, so I just sucked it up, and after I finished the Food Warehouse, I just grinded the rest of it out to 199, and I used a lot of the coupons that we got from the Identisk event, where we can just buy it from the shop. So that's where I used some of my Sunlight coins. And yeah, here we are, 199, so we just need to finish up this last level, and we just need to do Scrapyard, and that should send us to level 200 after a short cutscene. With that, we got level 200, so to finish off this character, because I don't plan on training it or playing it anymore, I don't actually need to do the 5th job, and I'm just going to use the EXP coupons that we got from the Otter minigame, and we'll just send it to 206. That way we can get it to 210 once our Demon Avenger is also ready at 206. And there we go. The character's all ready to become a level 3 link skill, and yeah, just in a little bit of a waiting room, and I believe in 2 days we should be able to comfortably have our Demon Avenger also ready at level 200 via the Identisk Food Storehouse, and then we'll pop this to get the level 2 link skills, and we'll have both of them ready. And by then we should be able to clear Lotus and Damien much faster, which is always great, and we'll start building up our Legion a little bit more so we can get some more coins, get some more damage, and just overall progress for the character. Just finished up some training, and I'm just about to hit level 242. Before I level up though, I just wanted to talk quickly about my familiars. You get familiar cards from just training and just hitting things from Esfera and all those maps above. I think you get some Morass as well. Not from Celis, unfortunately, but I am getting them from Esfera. And what I've been doing with them is I've been just opening them, and whichever ones that are useless or don't get any useful lines, I'll be putting them into other rare familiars and then leveling them up. You can see this one's at level 5, so soon I'll be able to try to tier it up to Epic. The Epic line familiars have a chance of hitting useful lines such as large drop, large healing, boss damage, IED, all that good stuff. So I'm really hoping that I can get some useful fams. We'll see how it goes. But for the most part, I'm just opening these up to see if I can get either a normal item drop or some more IED. So I'm just going to be opening these and I'll see what I get. Nothing special came out of the fams. I did get one that is currently 1% magic attack. It's probably not make or break, but I'm going to keep it anyway, just because I have 2 fam slots now. So I've been using one to increase my item drop and the other one to just level up a familiar. So I figured I might as well have a second useful familiar, I suppose, alongside my IED fam. It's not much, but it's something, I suppose. And because everything else hasn't been very useful, I will fuse them into a level 5 familiar. So this is one that I have put some in already, and I'll just put some in, and we see if we can get a tier up, and if we do, maybe we'll get something good. Oh, we did get an epic fam, so this is the first epic familiar on my account. Let's see what we get. Please be something good. Ah, yes. Very good. Turns my character red. moving on from this, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go further than Epic on these Spider Familiars because I'm not going to be in Esfera for too much longer. I'm almost in Moonbridge, and I'll be doing a similar thing in Moonbridge where I'm just training and collecting fam cards. But until then, I'll just move along and just try to get some useful epics here and there. Not sure if I'll have enough fam cards to do so, but I do have some other ones that are level 5 that we can try tier up. So yeah, I'll just keep training and keep working on these fams and see how we go. We just hit level 242 and we get some more Hyperburning bonuses that we can claim. We get 100 symbols, 50 node stones, and 2 experience node stones. All of these are very handy, and I'm just going to claim these. And what I'm going to do now is I'm supposed to probably go to Celis, which is an area that we can unlock, but I'm not too fussed of doing this. I'm in no rush. I don't actually plan on training in Celis because I want to stay in Esfera for a better chance of getting more familiars. I'm aware that you can go to Celis to get to Moonbridge faster, but I'm in no rush to get EXP. And honestly, I'll take any excuse right now to try to get some familiars. Once I get to Moonbridge, I'll be just training here. Again, like Celis isn't that good of a spot to train at the moment for me, just because I'm not focusing on leveling up. Otherwise, Celis is actually a really good training spot. It has a lot of burning, I imagine, in Hyperion, and there's so many good maps. Moving on from that, what I'm going to do now is actually go ahead and do my weekly bosses. We just had the weekly reset, so all of the bosses have come back online, meaning that we can once again try for our few important pieces. The first one being the Lotus cores, so that we can try to get our third piece of Absolab. That way we can have it ready for the Shining Star Force event that's coming up soon. Also, we will have to try to go clear Cygnus again. Hopefully this time we can get the shield recipe. So those are like the two main things. I want 2 cores from Lotus to get our third Absolab, and the Cygnus recipe for the shield. And I guess for the bonuses, we could go for Pink Bean as well. He drops a Black Bean mark, which is a upgrade to the eye accessory. So we can replace this one from Zakum. Or if we get really lucky, we can also get it from Papulatus, who drops the Papulatus mark, also in the same slot. And I guess also looking for more Princess No rings and more items from Akechi as well. Akechi does have a chance of dropping rings, and so does Lotus and Damien, so if we can get like a useful ring box, that'd be pretty amazing. I'm going to run off and start off with Lotus, and we'll see how we go from there. And there we have it, we got our Lotus cleared. This time it was a lot faster. We did it in under 10 minutes compared to last time, which I believe took 15 minutes. So I'm very happy with that. All we have to do now is kind of hope that we get 2 cores. So I'm going to swap over to my drop familiar and then pop the Legion Luck. And we have 138 drop rate this time because I have a extra drop ring from last video, I believe. And here we go. Hopefully we get 2 parts to it. 2 cores would be amazing right now. Ah, yes, we definitely got 2. That is amazing. Now we can actually go for our third piece of Absolab. Oh, my heart's racing a little bit. I was really hoping we got 2. Ah, yes, very good. I'll hold off from talking too much about it just yet. I'm going to quickly do the rest of the weeklies to see if we can get more of the things. And then we can talk about all the progress we want to do after the bosses. So I'm going to speedrun the rest of the bosses and we'll chat after. As you can see, instead of going for Pink Bean, I opted to go to Helix instead. And I figured that with the extra drop rate, that is kind of expensive. It might have been worthwhile to try to go Helix, see if we can get any superior gear, or reinforced gear for that matter. So, might not get it, may get it. but giving us the best chances feels a lot better with Helix. And I'm not too fussed about the black bean mark, and honestly I could always just buy another coupon. So we're just about to finish up the coupon, and let's see if we get anything good. Nothing of value was dropped, but giving us the best chances can't ever feel bad. Alright, let's continue on with our weeklies. So I finished up all the bosses that I wanted to have drop rate for. We did Cygnus, Lotus, Princess No, Akechi, and Pink Bean. All of these are the main 5, I guess, that have drops that I'm interested in. Lotus, like I said, for the cores, Cygnus for the shield recipe, Pink Bean for the black bean mark, Akechi mostly for the chance of a ring box, nothing really more than that, and Princess No because of the ring. And we actually did manage to hit quite a few things. We managed to get a black bean mark drop, which is great. So now we have a direct upgrade to our aquatic letter eye accessory. We got another Kana's treasure, which is amazing as well. So these are just good to have spares of, because we will try to Star Force this past 17. And now I really want to know whether or not we got the shield recipe, because I haven't actually checked yet. I did see a lot of yellow things. Oh, we got 2 new yellow recipes. Please, one of them be the Cygnus shield recipe. Yes, we got one. We finally got the shield recipe. Yes, that's another thing we can upgrade now for Star Forcing. Now we have another thing that we can use on Shining Star Force. Oh, that is such a relief. There are so many yellow recipes. I'm so relieved to see the shield one. Okay, we'll make sure to craft this soon. I will need to level up my smithing a bit more before I can actually craft this, I believe. We have a real secondary now, guys. We won't have to use this random 120 item anymore. We can use the real deal. And yeah, just being able to Star Force this past 15 on the Shining Star Force, and along with all the other equips, this is going to be a lot of gains, a lot of stars that we're going to get, and we're going to get a lot stronger. Oh, that is such a relief. We got 3 main drops, basically. And yeah, there's not really much more to say. Let's just finish the rest of the weeklies, and we'll recap after that. With all those bosses done, we can finally sell our crystals. So I did a little bit of the daily bosses as well. Let's see how much we got. We got almost 1.5 bill. And with the Maple Tour that I claimed also today, we got 5 bill in our wallets for Shining Star Force. And this should give us quite a lot of gains now that we have so many items that we need to upgrade. This will be some big damage gains for sure. Because it looks like it's going to be like 5 or 6 items that are going to be pushed to 17 star or higher. I say or higher depending on how much money we have. No guarantees we'll go past that far, but yeah, just an idea of an upcoming video. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it regarding our weekly bosses. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off and do my Celis prequest, because I don't really have anything left to do today. And also after that, I'm going to go ahead and do my scrapyards on both this character and my Luminous. Thankfully, I leveled up my Luminous to 200 plus. So at least I can go and do scrapyard and grab enough cores, because each set will give me 20, and that should give me enough for my Absolab gear. So I'll go through like those pre-quests in the scrapyard and stuff, and then I'll meet you guys afterwards. And we finally got all the little things out of the way. I finished up Celis, like you guys saw, and I did Scrapyard on both my main and my Luminous. And doing Scrapyard on my Luminous was probably one of the worst things I ever had to have done on this character. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty torturous, but we got the 20 cores from it, and that's all we're really here for. Now we should be able to exchange 2 coins, and with those 2 coins we can buy our 3rd Absolab piece. And it's gonna be either the cape or the shoes, and I think they're pretty comparable, but I'm gonna lean towards the cape, even though it's probably worse than the Tyrant cape, only because I want to have more Star Force in this character so I can get some more Legion coins passively. It's a bit of a damage loss, but that's okay, I think. So let's grab this. We have our 3rd piece, and wow, it actually came with a really usable flame as well. That's actually insane. That's 2 for 2 now on the pieces that came with a good flame. And it doesn't really lose that much out against the Tyrant's cape too. Wow, that's actually crazy. This character is kind of lucky. So I'll Star Force this up to 12. So then we can use it. So with this at 12 actually beats out the Tyrant cape, so that's pretty good. I also got my smithing up to level 10, so now I'll actually be able to craft the Deimos shield without it risking failing. So I just need to claim the recipe, and we should be able to craft it now. All we're missing is a few superior item crystals, and some of these abrasives that we can buy from the shop. So I'm going to disassemble some items and then get these superior crystals. And with all these components we can finally craft our Deimos shield. 100% chance of success. No messing around for this one. Ah, there we go. We finally have our best in slot shield. All we have to do now is just transfer it across. And we have a ready to use secondary, ready to be startup as well. I guess the last thing to do for this part is to actually finish off my Demon Avenger. Yesterday I did the Identisk Food Storehouse, and I got the Demon Avenger to level 194. And I'm about to do it one more time. I just need to get a double EXP coupon and a rune, and it should get it to at least 199, and then I can use Scrapyard to get it to level 200. And once that's done, I can use the EXP coupons to send it to 206, and then I will be able to finish up both the Demon Avenger and the Luminous to have 2 level 3 link skills. So let's go grab a 2x coupon from the event shop, and I'll go find a rune, and we can go into the storehouse. Now that we hit level 199 from the Identisk Storehouse, we can go do the Scrapyard prequest like usual to get that last level from 199 to 200. So now that we hit level 200, it's time to wrap things up on this character. First thing we have to do is to get it to level 206 using the Identisk EXP coupons we get from the auto minigame. So I just gotta use this all the way to 206. And then from 206, we just need to claim the Growth Potion Selector coupon. And then from here, we can get the one that gives us 8. And we will use another 4 of these on our Demon Avenger. And now our Demon Avenger is complete at level 210. Our first level 3 Link skill. And we can check to make sure we do have the Link skill. It's level 3 Wild Rage. 15% damage from this character. Now we just need to transfer this across to the Luminous and do the same thing. And there we have it, 2 level 3 Link skills done on this count. Amazing progress. We now have the 15% damage from our Demon Avenger and 20% IAD from our Luminous. Both of these are such big gains for the account. One, for a great amount of damage from mobbing and for bossing, and this IED is one of the few sources of IED that is very accessible, and having it at level 3 immediately, well, more or less immediately, makes it a lot easier to do some bosses later down the track. So amazing progress from just doing our link skills. Now with our level 3 link skills done, the first thing I wanted to check was actually my IED, and I'm just going to summon my fam out just to have a look. With my 15% fam out, I actually have almost 90% IED, and this is a fantastic increase from what it used to be. Now we're getting a little bit closer to having the damage to do some of the other bosses, and inclusive of the Luminous Link, we also have our 4th set Absolab, which actually gives us 10% IED as well. So we're definitely getting this stat up, which is quite important, and now it's just a matter of kind of rounding out the rest of our links and getting our items up to 17 star and to upgrade them up. The first thing that I want to upgrade is the cape, of course, because we just got it. So I want to go to the Identisk shop and buy a Epic Potential Scroll. Now with the Epic Potential, we can use some of our spare cubes laying around, and it revealed at 7% in. That's kind of convenient. But that's okay. I kind of want to try to upgrade some of the items because we do have a lot of spare cubes in our inventory. And 7% is not too hard to get on Epic because it's just one line. So I have these hard cubes and these solid cubes that I got from bosses or random pouches and whatnot. And I want to try use some of these to upgrade some of the Abso items that we currently have. So I'll just start with the gloves and then move to the cape, and then we'll just go back and forth, and hopefully we get something too unique. But I'm not too fast. We're trying to look for either 11% or a unique tier up. And I guess it's just mostly to clear out the inventory. And I don't feel too bad using these hard cubes because they're kind of frequent. You get them a lot from bossing. And yeah, we'll just see what we can get. Okay, we got 8% on the gloves with a little bit of secondary, so we'll move on to the cape, which is slightly worse. And we didn't get anything, but that's fine because we can just use some mystical cubes to roll it back to hopefully 7% in. I won't try to roll too perfectly. I think I'm happy with just pretty much anything right now. Oh, well, we hit 11%, even better. Okay, that's perfect. So that's fine for us to leave at the moment. I just realized after cubing that I probably should have thrown them on my shield because I do want to try to get this to legendary as well. But given the fact that I'm saving for the Shining Star Force, I'm kind of okay not fussing about it too much, and I'll just leave these items for the moment. So there's one more item upgrade that I would like to do before I close off the video, and that is my Awake Ring. The reason for this is because the Identisk in-depth exploration, today I just need to kill another 2,000 mobs, and I'll get this legendary event ring scroll, and it will just put it straight to legendary, and that'll be good for us because we can try to roll for some item drop, just to get more chances of getting our drops from bosses and Arcarium, Golix, our weeklies and all that sort of stuff. And of course try to get more fam cards, node stones, all that good stuff for the character. So I'm going to go do my dailies and then try to get the event scroll, and we'll close it off after we do our upgrades. So we just finished up killing the 2,000 mobs for the Identisk event, so now we can claim our legendary event ring scroll. Alongside that, they give us another 200 event ring cubes, so we can use this to roll the new one that we just got. And hopefully we can get something good out of it. I also bought an Epic Potential Scroll because I realized that my Black Bean mark is just at rare, so we can also get that to Epic, and I will have to cube both of these. So we'll start off with the event ring first. I'm trying to go for item drop, and ideally we get item drop plus stat. Wow, it actually came with 24% strength, kind of crazy. But yeah, we're just looking for item drop plus stat if we can help it. These event rings are really good for drop gear because their base stats are quite high. They're about the same level as 17 star rings, but without the Star Force. And these are basically going to be our best in slot for drop gear or meso gear. So again, I'm just going to roll for 20% item drop or 20% meso, and then one line of int, kind of like my Eternal Flame ring. So given 200 cubes, there is a fairly decent chance that we'll see it. So I'm just going to keep rolling and see what we get. Oh, so close. If only that said int. Oh, there we go. We got item drop plus 9% int. Perfect. Now that is 3 pieces of drop gear basically done. We're just going to be waiting for another event ring that we're going to get at the end of the week. And from this event ring, we can try to tier this up to legendary as well, so then we can use the rest of these cubes. Anyway, let's go back to our black bean mark. It only has 3% int, and we have some spare solid cubes that we can use to try to roll this. And we'll try to go for 6% int, or if we're lucky we might tear it up as well. Okay, we didn't get anything, so we can use some mystical cubes to try to get the stat line that we're looking for. And there we go, we get the 3 and 3, that's good enough. Just going to Star Force this up. And there we go. Big upgrade over our Aquatic Eye accessory by a good shot. And it has a pretty decent flame. I don't think I will re-roll it, but I might have to reconsider just because I do have some red flames expiring, but at the same time, there's a chance that we don't get anything good from it and we'll just be wasting some money. So I decided to just put the flames onto my belt and we hit, 24 and 4. Nothing special, but at least it's usable. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to do in this part. The next part we're going to do something a lot more interesting, which is just a lot of upgrading. We're going to have the Shining Star Force event, so we have a lot of items that we can get to 17 or 16 star, including all of our Abso gear, our CRA gear, maybe our fodders, so we have the Clover Belt, and maybe if we get any drops from Golix. I will also be prepping my Absolab shoe, so I'll be trying to get this to 16, transferring it over to a Ranmaru shoe, and then holding on to that until I get the Abso shoe next week. And then after that, it is all about cubing and just leveling up in the Arcane River. I'm kind of getting close to 245, which is kind of exciting because at 245 I unlock Moonbridge, and Moonbridge gives us access to some really good maps. For example, for my class, I really like Mysterious Fog 3, and hopefully I'm going to be strong enough after the Shining Star Force event to be able to train here, and that'll give me access to some more familiars as well that we are going to be working on. So hopefully we can get 3 usable familiars. Right now I only have 2 that I really enjoy, which are the Ignore Defense and the Item Drop Rate. The goal for the familiars, of course, is to try to find more ID fams, maybe more item drop, and if we're lucky, even boss damage fams, but that is very, very difficult to go for, but it is a long-term goal that we should probably aim for. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching this part. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments. And as always guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care and have a nice day.